Nano Banana 2, Nano Banana Pro, Gemini 3 Pro Image Preview, whatever you call it. Google's new image reasoning model is available. It's in Gemini app, and we're going to take a look at it. So first, how do you get to it? If you go to gemini.google.com, you get to the screen and make sure that you have thinking selected. So if you do this on fast, you'll actually get Nano Banana, not Nano Banana Pro. So make sure you have thinking with 3 Pro selected, and then go to create images, or create image. There's also this at the top. I'm guessing this won't be there all the time, so just either click there or go to thinking and then image, and then now you can use it. So let's look at a couple of use cases, and I'll start with the diagram sketch to corporate diagram. So this is just an infinite whiteboard, and this is a basic network diagram. This is 3 computers going into a single switch, which goes into a single router, which goes out to the internet. Again, really basic network diagram. And then I want to take this basic sketch, and then I want to have this converted to something that I can actually bring to a corporate boardroom meeting. So I already did this because I wasn't sure how long it would take to actually generate the images. Where are we? So we're here. So again, this is the image that we started with, and then the prompt that I used was turn this into a network diagram suitable to present in a corporate setting. And it didn't take that long. It took probably maybe 10 seconds, and this is what I got out of it. And I mean, this is right out of a Cisco book. So I mean, this again, the diagram's really simple, but I think it did a really good job. And other models, even Nano Banana Classic, they don't do well with diagrams, especially like handwritten or diagrams like this to go to something else. They're not really that great with it. So that was impressive. Next, we did spreadsheet analysis. So this is another use case where a lot of the older models, they get confused with spreadsheets, and they don't do a good job with spreadsheets at all. So what I wanted to start with was, this is Google Sheets, and I just had a Gantt chart template that was built out in Google Sheets, and then I took a screenshot of that and I fed that in, and then all I said was analyze the attached spreadsheet, and went through, and I mean there's a lot of text there, but I mean it basically went through and it found this is everything that's in the header. So title, project manager, company name, date, I mean, those are right here, and WBS number, task title, and all these things were taken either directly from it or it's a perfect description of what it is. Again, there's a lot of text here, but it went through each of the sections, and it went through the top here, it went through the headings here, it went through this section, got these numbers right, it got the percentages here, it said what everything was. I mean, it described it perfectly, so it did a really good job of analyzing the spreadsheet. And again, other models that I've tried this with, like they have no clue. They're really bad with spreadsheets. Next was an infographic, and the prompt here is just to create an infographic of Maslow's hierarchy of needs that will be used for education. Here's what it came up with. Again, I think it's really good. If I just do a basic search for Maslow's hierarchy of needs, there are a bunch of different depictions of it. But if you look at some of these, I mean, they're very similar to what it came up with. So there are some that have a couple more steps to it, but there are plenty of depictions that are in line with this. So again, this was a really quick infographic. in a really basic prompt. And this was another one. It took, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. This one's actually a failure, but I was going to take it out, but it was just like, let's make this realistic. So this is an image from a flight. I forgot where we were. I think this was like Maryland, either Maryland or Pennsylvania. And one of the things that Nano Banana Pro 2, or Nano Banana Pro is able to do is it can annotate images. So it can go on this image and say, hey, this is a football field, and this is a baseball field, and this is a road, and this is a pond, etc. So I wanted to see how that did, and gave it this image, and then the prompt was just annotate recognizable landmark categories on this image. And this is what I got back. And it's a similar image, but it's not, obviously it's not the same image. Way more houses here. It's a different angle. It's much lower. There's no football field. There's no baseball field. So it's a different image. It did annotate a bunch of things nicely, I guess. So I asked it to try again, and I said output the same image that you start with, and then add annotations to it. This is what it came up with the second time. Again, it's pretty, like they changed it slightly. There's a pond here now and a pond here that wasn't in the other image. But again, this is very different from this image that I started with. So I would consider that a failure, but I've seen a lot of other people who've had annotations on images that worked really well. So if you have something like this, I'm confident if I kept trying, it would probably do a better job. I didn't want to use up, I don't know how many photos I can do with it, so I didn't want to use up everything with just this one. But I did want to leave this in to see that it's not perfect. There are going to be some issues, and you can just either start over or do more follow-up prompting to see how it works. And then the last example is, so we started with this image, and I wanted to change the aspect ratio. And again, really simple prompt, just change the aspect ratio to 9:16. So that would be for a bunch of social media platforms use it. So like a YouTube short does 9:16. So asked it for that, and here's what we got. And that's perfect. So if you start, again, this is what we started with. And then this is what it changed it to. And I mean, there are a bunch of things here that weren't in the original image. I mean, the original cutoff about here, so it added this. The original cutoff right above here, it added these two, it added this above. But I mean, everything looks believable. I mean, this is like scary good. There are a bunch of other use cases, a bunch of other things you can do with it, but these were 5 examples of ways you can use Nano Banana Pro right now. It's available. I believe it's even in the free plan. I think it's only like 3 images per day, but it's still available. But try it out, see what you think, and we'll see you next time.